Not to be dramatic, but this changed my life. When I discovered mirror work, it felt like a life hack. I used it to fix my relationship with myself, and in this video, I want to share a specific practice that I used in order to increase self-love within myself. So if this sounds interesting to you, please like, please subscribe, and let's talk about mirror work. What even is it? As the name implies, it involves a mirror and it involves yourself. It's basically intentionally looking into your eyes while speaking to yourself with honesty and compassion for whatever it is you want to work on. Today's case, self-love. And yes, it does feel kind of uncomfortable at first because you're talking to yourself in a mirror, and not only that, but you're removing any distractions and you can't run from it. Like, you're quite literally facing yourself. Mirror work is especially helpful for people who experience extreme self-criticism, who seek validation from others, or even if you feel disconnected from your own body and feel disconnected in your identity. I do want to caution though, if you suffer from extreme trauma or very intense self-judgment, I do encourage you to go very, very slowly. This is supposed to be a very gentle practice, but it is quite emotional. I do want to put that out there. So let's set up for a mirror work practice. I have a full body length mirror that I like to use and sit in front of, but any mirror will do. You can sit or stand. I do prefer to sit because it's comfier. Make your environment one that is conducive to healing. Make it calming, so you could light a candle, dim the lights a little even. Keep your phone away too, to try to minimize distractions. Now what you're gonna do, once you have your mirror and you're in front of it and you're either standing or sitting, just relax your shoulders and look into your eyes. You're going to be looking into your eyes for the duration of this practice. You can blink, but try not to look away. Don't break your eye contact with yourself. All right, and before you begin, take one intentional breath. We are here and we are safe. That's the most important part, is that you know that you are safe. Step one of this practice, we're gonna practice neutral awareness. We're starting here because if you start right away with positive affirmations, they might not feel real. They'll feel fake. You'll have too much resistance. So we're going to make neutral statements. This will build trust within ourselves. When you're looking at yourself, say true and neutral statements. They're neither good nor bad, such as, this is me. I am here. I am allowed to take up space. I am working on my self-love. I am healing, etc., etc. Notice what emotions start to come up, and they will. And when they come up, it's so important. Do not try to fix anything, just observe. See what emotions are coming up and just witness them. Step number two, we're going to acknowledge with compassion is the key word. The purpose of this is to validate your emotions and validate your experience. Say out loud to yourself, I can see how hard you've been trying. It makes sense that you feel this way. You're allowed to feel this way. We're addressing these emotions that came up. And do you notice we're not trying to fix them? We're allowing them to happen through these statements. You're allowed to feel this way. Self-love will begin when you start practicing understanding, not necessarily positivity, if that makes sense. Step three is we're going to start rebuilding our self-trust. This is where the transformation starts. So we're still looking at ourselves. Ask yourself out loud, what do you need right now? Stop and let the answer come up naturally. Respond with what it is. I need love. I need reassurance. I need rest. And once you hear out loud what it is that you need, tell yourself, I hear you. I got you. I can do that for you. This is a back and forth dialogue with yourself. I know it feels crazy, but this is very powerful. This part of the practice retrains your nervous system that you are a source of safety. Step 4 is creating your own affirmations that work. And again, we are not doing toxic positivity or going too extreme where it doesn't feel real. We need to make realistic affirmations. So for us, we're using believable statements such as, I'm learning to be kind to myself. I'm learning to love myself. I'm learning to listen to myself. I can trust myself with me every day. I am safe with me, etc., etc. These ones are still kind of neutral affirmations starting from the ground up, but if you already believe these, go ahead and bump it up, get more positive with it. This is just if saying I love myself is a little bit too extreme at this very moment. If it's too hard to say I love myself and believe it, we're starting our affirmations with I'm learning to love myself. So I hope that makes sense of what the difference is. Tailor your affirmations to yourself though. Step 5, do not skip this part, but we are closing the practice. This will help us integrate this experience with our normal lives. So place your hand over your heart, place it on your chest, and thank yourself for showing up. Tell yourself you're proud of you. You love yourself enough to try. After you close out your practice, just break eye contact gently and go about your day. How often should you do this? I would recommend doing it as many times as realistic for you in a week, maybe 2 to 3, 1 to 2. Each time focus on building upon the last practice because this is not a one and done type of thing. It takes repeated exposure. And also the duration of this, it does not have to be long either. A simple 2 to 5 minutes will suffice. It just depends on how in depth you get, how long it takes for you to work through whatever emotions come up. But bottom line is it doesn't need to take hours. So this is a very realistic practice you can do a couple times a week if needed. Consistency, consistency, consistency. It will build trust, it'll build love, and it'll build safety. That feeling of safety within yourself. I want to address some common blocks when doing mirror work. First of all, I've mentioned it before, you will feel silly. And the only way to get through this is to let it pass. It will pass. I know it feels interesting, talking to yourself in a mirror, but it will go away. The second thing is the emotional waves. This is a very emotional practice. You're confronting yourself and sometimes things will come up automatically. If you struggle with loving yourself and we're all of a sudden working on it and looking into your own eyes, these feelings can come up of unworthiness, of self-betrayal, etc. And it's important to allow it to happen, to work through this block, allow it to happen. This is the whole entire point. So pause when it happens. Remember, just observe them, breathe through it. Lastly, you might experience a little bit of an inner critic, and you can't control your thoughts. You can't control if something is up there saying something negative about yourself, but you can control what you do with that thought. So if a thought comes up and you're criticizing yourself, just acknowledge it and try to return back to compassion, return back to kind thoughts about yourself. Just become very aware of what is happening, that those critical thoughts aren't you, and just return yourself back to love, because that's what this whole practice is about. So thank you so much for being here. I really, really hope that this self-love mirror work practice is something that can help you. And also, if you like this video, please like and subscribe and maybe even leave a comment for me. I really love hearing from everybody. I love making these types of videos. It gives me purpose in my life. So thank you so much for being here, and I really hope to see you next time.